You are now listening to the Salty Virgins Podcast.
Welcome to the Salty Virgins Club podcast. I'm your host, Jordan, here with the full cast. First time in a long time. We're all together having a good time.
Well,
a good time is relevant.
we're here together.
Relative. We're together. How's everybody? How is everybody? I think that's important to ask.
I mean, good myself, knowing that Florida's the next ground zero for wave 2 of the fucking coronavirus.
No, it's not wave 2. It's just another
It's
spike of
wave 1.
It's just another spike of wave 1.
Just decided we were bored of the virus.
They told me to go
once
into
we
the
get bored of
fucking
things, they
office
go
starting
away.
next week.
Well, goodbye, Jackson. We'll miss you.
Are you actually going to have to go into the office next week? Is there like some leeway in that?
Starting at the beginning of June, we managers were allowed to have their teams start going back into the office. No one did for 2 weeks, and then this first week, one team went in, and then my manager decided that we'd start going back in next week. So
You hate to see that. Now you have to like pretend
Wear a mask all
when
day.
you're not working. You have to pretend that you're busy again, rather than just being able to do fuck all and just no one see you.
yes,
He can't play Call of Duty all day.
Hate to see
no,
that.
I'm not that bad. I don't play Call of Duty. I watch Twitch streams on my tablet of other people playing Call of Duty, but that's
Yes, you're really beating the system there.
I mean, it's essentially what I do at work anyways. Like, I bring my tablet to work and then watch YouTube or Twitch on it.
It's fair.
What
fair.
What are they doing for you at work, Pat? Are they having people come in yet, or?
Yeah, I got an email saying that we can go back mid-July, but we're not required to. So I will not be.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot of that, is that people can start coming back in, but they're not required to.
I know
Which-
Verizon, they've already told people, like, we're going to open up the office at some point soonish, but if you don't want to come back until, like, after New Year's, it's fine.
That's kind of fire.
Yeah. The last communication I got was a month and a half ago that said, okay, well, technically, with phase 2 of business reopening, our building's back open, but everybody stay home indefinitely. I was like, okay.
I'm
Don't
going
have
to
to
keep
tell
it a
me
buck.
more.
The STEM people, smart enough to stay away from other people.
I mean,
That's
we've been
their
spending our
whole
lives
shtick.
doing it, yeah.
That's their whole shtick.
This is the dream.
Like,
Been
we
like
get to
this for
stay
25 years, not a virus ain't gonna stop me now.
I've been preparing for quarantine.
I can say I was very much built for this.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I ever really hit like a insane like I need to get out. I was definitely like getting cooped up, but as compared to like some people that I know, I feel like I was pretty well equipped for it. I could still be, we're still just kind of chilling. I do go outside for like I go for walks and shit, but I'm really just kind of staying in until I have to go out.
I walk the dog. I stay inside. Takeout is great with me. I have no issue with that at all. I don't know. I've been unfazed by it almost entirely, which seems like a problem. Because, like,
Your lifestyle didn't change.
yeah, not at all. Not one bit did it change. I thought it would. I'd be like, damn, I can't do X, Y, and Z. And I was like, I don't want to do that shit anyway. Like, let's be real.
That was a big thing for me. It was like I do like going to the bars is fun, but if there was one thing that was really fucking easy to cut out of my life, it was going to crowded places and standing with a ton of fucking terrible people and paying too much for drinks.
Correct.
Listen, yeah, my credit card bill has loved quarantine.
Don't get me wrong. When it's safe again, I will be doing that on occasion. But
Yeah. Probably less,
it was
though.
yeah. Well, yeah. It's been declining for me over the past like 2 or 3 years anyway.
Listen, I'll just get my own Bud Light buckets. Or I'll just buy my own beer buckets, buy my own Bud Light, go out on my brand new porch and get high and drink a bucket of Bud Light. It's fine.
Yeah, I got a new porch now, too, that I'm currently looking at.
Oh yeah, how's the new place?
I like it. I like it a lot. Nice split level spot, 2-2. It's wonderful. We're in the very, very back, which is nice. But we're right by the pool, which is also nice.
Okay, pretty good.
They sent us a snarky ass email. They're like, you got to sign up for times at the pool and you can't bring guests. And I'm like, you can kiss my ass. Like, I will be at the pool when I want to be at the pool, and I will not sign up on your arbitrary sign up sheet. But somebody did.
Are they like limiting your time there, or is it just like
2 hours?
Oh, that's not that bad. Like Casey's pool, they're telling people you have to sign up. You get an hour. Like, that's ridiculous. There ain't shit you can do at a pool for an hour.
Drown.
Watch me. Yeah, you can drown in 30 seconds.
My current
fucking
complex like instituted like a 22-person max, but I mean there's like 15 people that live here, so it just hasn't been an issue.
Just go to the pool party.
When do you move, Jackson?
Next Friday.
Oh God, you're gonna be just miserably sweaty.
It's gonna be so fucking hot, yeah.
You're gonna die.
The only benefit is that like I don't have a lot of things. Like I just have like a couch.
You
a
say
chair,
that
TV.
now.
Are you getting a U-Haul, or are you trying to move it all by yourself?
No, I'll be getting a Penske truck
Nice.
because
Make sure to wipe down the steering wheel.
Yeah, I will.
And the seats.
And
And
pretty
the
much
window.
everything.
Listen, I'll just put a plastic bag in it. It's fine. But it's nice because my new apartment's like right behind Home Depot, and they do moving truck rentals right out of there, so don't have to pay like
That's
extra.
pretty fire.
Then I can go to Costco and Total Wine, and
If I lived right behind a Home Depot, I think I would have zero money.
You would actually go broke. You're
Yeah,
broke
no,
now.
I'm within
That's
walking
the
distance
problem.
of Costco, Home Depot, and IKEA. I will be wilding on the limited things I can do in an apartment.
I painted my room this weekend.
Oh, I saw that.
Painted-
You did one wall. Did you do? It was just
No, I
one,
just
like an accent wall. Nice.
Yeah.
Painting sucks. I hate painting.
Is that the new hip thing to do? Is to like paint accent walls in
Accent
apartments
Yeah.
and put up like wallpaper?
I'm not putting up wallpaper.
Wallpaper
Wallpaper,
making
what
a
are we in the
comeback?
60s?
She turned her apartment into a step and repeat. I know who you're talking about.
Well, no, she's not the only one who's done it. I have other friends that I've seen like put up like wallpapers. Like, is this just like a thing now?
Yeah, because you want to turn your apartment into a step and repeat because you ain't got shit else to do.
Did you see that image of
I don't know
someone
what a
who
step
like
and repeat is.
tore up wallpaper in their house, and then they found handwriting behind it that
Yeah.
said, like, you're gonna
They
need like
need-
25 rolls to cover this wall. I bought 24 to piss me off. Or something
I
like
saw that.
I did not see that. That's funny as fuck.
A step and repeat is one of those things where you stand in front of it and take pictures, kind of like at the Oscars or the Grammys and stuff with the branding on the back. That's what a
the
step and repeat is.
Oh, okay.
Like the Nashville
As- as-
Wings
as that-
would
as-
technically be a step and repeat.
Is that okay? That's what the actual name for those kind of things are. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. To be honest.
Yeah, it's because you step up, you take a picture, you repeat it.
I thought you were gonna tell me this was dumb. Maybe I won't say this. That's so dumb.
what
It's so dumb.
No,
No,
I was
tell
thinking,
us.
like, step and repeat is like if someone does that in their house, they want to take those things where they take like a 1-second video every day and then they can put together a collage after like 2 years of like, look at how I've changed over 2 years. But why would you need to paint one accent wall for that?
You're right.
But
You
no,
shouldn't have said that.
like when I was on my moving paperwork, like they had an option like, we'll paint you an accent wall for like $200. It's like I don't care. I don't want one.
$200?
It costs $7 to paint.
Yeah,
What
but
do you mean?
it's a
It has to
apartment
cost more
complex.
than $7. Paint's
No,
not
it-
exactly cheap, but paint's not
Well,
$200
no, paint's cheap.
expensive.
Paint's cheap. Paint for
Paint-
one wall is super
Yeah.
fucking cheap.
It's like 20
So-
bucks, maybe.
I remember spending
Yeah.
a lot of money on paint, but I was painting a lot, so I guess
I
I probably spent
painted
$200 on paint for like 4 entire rooms.
exactly my point.
Maybe like $300 for 4 entire rooms. So yeah, okay, then maybe like $20-$30 for an accent wall. $200 is nuts.
And I got this paint like 60% off too. And it's such a weird color. It's a very like specific blue. And I paid like $25 for a 2-gallon bucket or something. Something ridiculous.
All I know is that my
Probably
apartment
a
complex
gallon.
is going to try and get as much money out of
I
me
don't
as
know.
possible because they had 1 week where they dropped rental rates because of COVID. So the apartment floor plan I got is normally between $1,800 and $1,900 for a 13-month lease, and I'm paying $1,400 a month.
Oh,
Holy
you are
shit.
gonna run a train on them.
They're so mad that you're living there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what sucks though?
Sick.
When it comes time to re-sign, you're gonna shit a brick. They're gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Here's your new rate. Take it or leave it."
Listen, at that point there'll be 2 people in that apartment, and
That's
it'll
fair.
be affordable.
Yeah.
There's apartment buildings by. Oh shit! Damn it!
Oh, we'll cut in
editing.
post. Keep going.
10:25.
Those apartment buildings by bleep.
You wanna start that one more
Yeah,
time?
there's
Pat?
apartment buildings by my work that are going for $2,000 for a
Yeah.
2-bed, 2-bath.
I was looking at
Palm Bay?
Palm Bay, Florida.
yeah.
Jesus.
I was looking at apartment listings in Melbourne, not because I want to live there, but just because somebody said, you should just buy a house. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So then I looked and I was like, $2,000 for an apartment in Melbourne? Like a 2-bedroom apartment? And I was like, I'd rather kill myself than pay
The new ones that went up off of Parkway, I think, by the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
the 1-bedrooms there are going for like
$1,700 or something?
yeah, it's like $1,400 or $1,500 a month, and then if you want like not a studio, it's like you can get nice apartments cheaper than that in Jacksonville.
Yep.
It's like, I don't,
Yeah,
I,
and like
I guess
have
people
a
are moving
place
in, but-
like to work.
well,
And also be able to do anything.
That's the thing with the apartments that Pat's talking about is, I mean, they're specifically targeting people that
Yeah.
are graduating college, making more money than they know what to do with, and are engineers and want convenience. So
And have already been paying that much for their apartment.
yeah. So they're gonna fill that shit out, and those people are gonna get scammed for a year, and then hopefully they'll figure their shit out and start saving, $800 a month by moving to a more reasonable place 2 miles away.
That's the one situation where it's like, all right, maybe you should just go ahead and buy a house. Because that, in the long term, will save you money.
I mean, that was
Yeah, if you want to live
pretty
in
much the
Melbourne
reason
for the foreseeable future. Sorry, Pat.
Yeah. Hate to see it.
that was pretty much the reason I bought a house. I was looking into renting, and the places that I was going to rent, if it was going to be apartment, I wasn't going to have a yard. If it was going to be a house, it was looking between like $1,400 to $1,600 a month, and I'm paying slightly less than that on my mortgage. Of course, I have to fix shit now, which sucks, like stoves and microwaves. But outside of that, I mean, that was the reasoning. I still don't regret it. I like having the house. I enjoy it. It's fun to complain about too. That's the best part about it. Is now you have something I can commiserate with so many people now.
Yeah.
So many people. I could have nothing in common with someone, but I can find some shit to talk about. It's like, had to fix something at the house the other day. Everyone's like, huh? Oh yeah, let's talk.
Yeah, my
I can
AC
complain
went
about
out.
this.
Hey, my AC went out.
Yeah, those are
Shit
the things I want
sucks.
to talk to people about. Yep. That's like having kids and being like, yeah, my kids suck. Yeah, my kids suck too. Why did we have them?
I pulled up Zillow and looked at Melbourne. There's no reason for anyone to ever like rent in Melbourne. These houses
Yeah,
are so
no.
cheap. And also looking at
Yeah.
the houses for sale in my parents' houses neighborhood, not looking great for when we have to sell it.
Hate to see it.
I wouldn't say cheap. They're just not.
these are cheap houses, Patrick.
But
It
I don't
depends
know
on
where
where
you're
you're looking, Patty boy.
where are you looking?
Yeah, not everybody lives on your street with your wonderful property value.
And all your Republicans. Well, actually, no. There's Republicans in all of Melbourne. It's just
Yeah, that's
My
just the city.
street has more registered Democrats than Republicans. I was very surprised. Not that it matters.
also a lot of non-Republican or Democrats, which I'm assuming are going to mean they're libertarian, which means they're just awful people.
Yes.
When I was
Or
They
living
like
at
their weed and their racism.
when I was living at the mega house in the country club, that's when I switched my registration from, because I was still in Melbourne. I was still in Melbourne even for the first year I lived in Jacksonville. I just went and voted there, and I switched. And when it did, like I looked at the demographics of my voting precinct, and it was like, let's say 1,000 people just to make it easy. Of the 1,000 people, I was one of 10 Hispanic people, and I was one of like 30, or no, it was like one of 50 non-white people, and then I was like one of 25 registered Democrats. It was like, I mean, I'm living in a country club, so I get it. Like, our fucking country club was where you went to vote. But the numbers were like, oh, this is rough. You can tell the people living here got money.
I bet the lines at that country club were throughout the streets. Really hard to vote there, huh?
I actually didn't even vote there. I early voted. I did not want to go stand with those fucking people. But
no person that ever waited longer than 5 minutes to cast a vote. And most of that 5
They got
minutes
to vote in their neighborhood. That's insane.
Yep.
My parents don't even get to vote in their neighborhood.
That's white privilege, baby. Sorry, it doesn't exist. My bad. It doesn't exist.
You're right. It doesn't.
What did you say?
Huh?
Never heard
Who is
that.
that?
Myths?
We talking teams? Sorry.
Gator bait.
Yeah, I saw the Gatorbait chant got axed today because apparently it has racist roots. I didn't look into it. I just kind of accepted it.
Yeah, it's Gatorade as in using black babies.
Oh
as
no.
Gatorbait.
Oh no. Oh no.
Like I said, I didn't look into it. I just took it at face value. I was like, I'm sure it is. Because everything, like, I'm sure it is. Like, it's an SEC school. What do you want from me?
The famous people at UF in like the 1900s rallied very hard to keep the school segregated. It's in Florida. It's in the SEC. It's like, yeah, this is probably racist.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, well, that's kind of a bummer, but it's probably deserved. I don't know.
I hate to see it.
There's other chants. They brought back the "Move Back, You Suck" chant, which is really the only one that I care about.
That's the best chant.
That's the best chant. We had to get rid of it because people were complaining to the athletic association board or whatever, and they told the band to stop playing it.
Yeah, they complained at Orlando City games because a lot of their chants have the F word in it, and boy, did they not care.
There's so much.
Well, they don't have to. It's a professional sports team.
In those fucking chants. Well, I mean, no, it's the MLS,
fantastic.
so all the supporter sections are sanctioned by the teams.
Yeah, I think they did get rid of a chant that had the R word in it, and that one stayed gone.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
but that's fuck. Who cares? Yeah, but
I was listening to. Oh, it was the UFC prelims.
That's Taylor just threw everything in your kitchen on the ground.
Looks like there's something new to fix now.
Better start researching new stuff.
No, she's just getting a pan out. Anyway, the UFC prelims, or I guess they're not prelims, they're just running slates of fights that are free now before Fight Island. I was watching one the other day, and in the interviews with the fighters afterwards, sometimes you would just hear 2 or 3 seconds of silence because they're bleeping them out. And part of me was like, are they really concerned with children hearing the words shit, fuck, bitch? Is that what they're concerned about now with the internet?
Yes.
There's 7-year-old kids that have they're leaving comments saying way worse shit on YouTube.
listen, we all grew up on Xbox Live. We all know what these kids are saying.
We were those kids.
Have you seen the Woodbury Facebook comment? It's old. Let me try to find it.
No. Woodbury? I don't even know what that is.
Hold on.
I have no idea what he's referencing.
I know yet. These
But yeah,
fans
I was
have
like that.
all the issue in the world with people saying curse words or whatever, but try and get rid of a racist chant, they'll burn the school down.
The whole school.
There was a lot of pushback that I saw today about that fucking Gatorbait chant. I get it. It's a fun chant. It's part of the school. But I mean...
Oh, no. Fucking one of
how
the
hard is it to
replies-
not say a chant?
Apparently really hard. But
That's the thing. It's how
one of the
hard is it?
replies I saw, I follow a college football writer who graduated from UF and wrote at SB Nation.
Shout out Spencer.
Not Spencer. This is
Spencer?
RJ. I'll figure it out later. But this is a young guy. He's about our age. And one of the replies to him was it's not racist. They're not referring to and then he uses a slur. It's what the fuck?
Yeah, that's where we want to go with that.
It's they weren't using kids. They were using chickens, not slurs. All right, fine.
Is this the guy you want to be your representative?
What a wild sentence to put out on the internet.
People are really telling on themselves on the internet.
And
every day.
Yep. I mean, the Chris D'Elia stuff.
Oh my god.
So have you guys have you guys all watched You?
No.
No, but I heard that he plays a pedophile in it.
Yeah, in
talk
You-
about method acting.
Yeah, he plays a guy that is it's exactly what happened. Like, not someone that's like sexually or no, he knocks people out. Never mind, it's way worse. I'm remembering the show now, but it's like the whole play is that it's like 15, 16, 17-year-old girls that he's kind of like preying on as this like famous comedian, and it comes out that he's like even roofing them and shit like that. And it's like, oh wow, that's gross. Wow, Crystalia. And then this comes out and it's like, all right, I guess it's You, The Simpsons now. Like, just fucking talk about hitting the nail on the head.
What a strange career move to just
Accept that role, right?
That you
listen.
knew you were doing?
He's got to be thinking like, if I do this role, they'll think it's like it's way too on the nail, or it's just
On the nose.
way too. Fuck, I can't.
On the
remember
nose.
it.
On the
On
nose.
the nose, for them to think I was actually doing these actions. Like, wait, no, we have the internet. We can find shit out really easily.
Very easily.
Yeah, that shit
Also-
was wild.
I would like to say, while we're on this topic, shout out to anyone who had anything happen to them and having the strength to talk about it on the internet, because, like, I understand that is deeply personal, and, like, putting that out for the internet to literally litigate for you takes an immense amount of strength.
It infuriates me to no end to see it's the same fucking argument every time. Anytime accusations come out about some sort of, really anybody, but usually it's more often with celebrities that you see it a lot. Mm-hmm. So, using their power, whether it's straight like sexual abuse or it's using their position of power to, make advances that normally wouldn't be okay or whatever it may be, right? You see shit like that happen. Accusations come out. The first thing that these fucking, I don't even know a word to call them, but the people on the internet that are just gonna like
Twitter users, yes.
They defend these celebrities to the death without knowing anything about it, right? Just because that's someone that they enjoy watching. The first thing that they say is like, oh, they're just looking for attention. It's like, there's so many things wrong with that statement.
Why would you want attention for that?
Hi, yes, the worst night of my life happened, and now I'm going to come talk about it. You know why? Because I want people to know about this. I want to relive this over and over again on the internet. I want to see this everywhere. That's what I want. I want to relive this trauma all the time. Yes. This is why
And
I'm
then
doing
have people tell me mean things in my mentions
Just be
every day
attacked
for the rest of my
relentlessly
life.
about it, because people take it as
Yes,
personal.
that's...
People take it as a personal attack if you say someone they like does something wrong.
Yeah. I don't... Like, it's okay to have somebody you care about be criticized. Like, it's probably better if they are. Because these people are not good people most of the time.
None of us, not none of us, but most of the celebrities that we don't like because we know they're good people. We like because we like the movies they're in. We like watching them play sport, whatever it may be. We don't like
the music
them
they make, whatever.
Yeah, I don't like them because they're my homie and I know they're good at heart. Like, you know what I mean? So when you find some shit out about someone that you don't really know,
On the
Well, it's
contrary,
okay.
on the contrary, I assume that they're probably hiding something shitty.
anybody that's that famous is hiding something shit.
Oh, yeah. I tend not to put my stamp on people's music until, like, I've listened to it for, like, 2 months and, like, nothing has happened. Because it's hard for me to be like, oh, I love this such and so, and it's like, oh, well, he's a rapist. Oh, okay, this is great. Love that. Love that for me. And I'm out here publicly backing somebody who's absolutely terrible.
That's why you were such a big 6ix9ine fan.
Don't put that on me, Patrick. I swear to God, I'll stab you. I've never heard Duke's music in my life. I don't ever want to hear Duke's music in my life. He's a snitch. I can't say I hope somebody runs down on him, but if somebody runs down on him, I won't be upset.
I hope someone runs down on him, not for the snitching, but for the whole pedophilia thing.
Also that. Mostly that,
It could
and
be a
then the
package deal
snitching.
if we really want it to be that. You know, I'm not gonna complain.
2 bullets, 1 snitch 9, you know? It is what it is. Also, I don't like that he has a lace front. I don't like you can't be a snitch and have a lace front. That's unacceptable. Talk about bitch-made behavior. Unacceptable.
Yeah, I just try to avoid any and all content.
Somebody hit me the other day and was like, did you listen to the new 6ix9ine album? And I was like, I'm blocking your number. Thank you. don't ever
Thanks
ask
for
me
your
some that dumb shit
Bad
again.
question.
I would never listen to that shit.
So, I have a question. When you go, we all appreciate fast food, right?
Correct.
Love ourselves a good Taco Bell. McDonald's, fire.
Apparently Taco Bell's is canceled. But
yeah.
we'll see.
Like, fantastic. What, Pat?
That whole Taco Bell thing is strange.
It's all very strange, and I think holding companies individually accountable for, like, face masks is a weird hill to die on.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the amount of places that I've gone where, like, everyone's wearing a face mask, but every person that's working there, their face mask is, like, pulled down. Or it's like, I don't know. It feels like a weird line to draw. But also, this could be me blindly defending my love because I don't want to see her go. Taco Bell.
When I saw that, it was like, rest in peace, Taco Bell. I was like, I don't really know about that. We'll have to see. That's my one we'll have to see.
So the reason I bring that up is, like, what would you guys say the percentage of times that what you order is what you get in the correct amount of time? Like, if you pull up to a Taco Bell drive-thru,
60% of the time.
My answer was going to be 60. I feel like it's like, more than half of the time I get my shit correct.
Like 100% correct.
100% correct.
I'd say it's even less than that. 50%. They're always missing something.
I'd say I get my order correct all the time, but buddy, does it take a long time.
Yeah, I kind of expect. Oh, come on. Sorry. I kind of expect when I pull up an order, if they come out and say, "Can you please just pull forward and park up there?" It's like, yeah, all right, I got a podcast going. It'll be all right. Just let me know.
Keep my money.
They're poisoning me.
Also, this is of that whole. So for anybody that I guess doesn't have the internet, we're alluding to the fucking cop that cried about not receiving her Egg McMuffin in a timely enough fashion and accredit it to people hating her because she's a cop, which that might be true, but that's not the reason your Egg McMuffin was late. The reason your Egg McMuffin was late because you're at a McDonald's.
We
That's it.
we have the mental capacity to both hate you as a cop and then also just take a while getting your food out. It's fine.
Yes, we can chew and chew gum and walk at the same time.
This
We
lady
can do
had
it,
a
I
mental
promise.
fucking breakdown over her sandwich taking like 5 minutes.
Imagine having a
She's
mental.
allowed to carry a gun.
Yes,
her job.
she's definitely shot black people. Anyway, like, imagine having a mental breakdown over an Egg McMuffin. Like, they're not even that good.
I can't say I haven't cried over a fast food item, but I can say that it usually is because I'm blacked out.
Yeah, it's
Fair is
tears
fair.
of happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this Taco Bell is the only thing keeping me on
When
this
I get that
plane
5-layer
right now.
burrito in front of me, a tear's escaped before. Don't get me wrong.
But I've never been like, I can't believe they're taking so long. They're
They
poisoning
must be
me.
poisoning me.
That's
wait.
the most...
It's also, I know they're poisoning me, to be fair.
How rude
Just
of
not
them to bring out a
intentional,
coffee.
Yes, my normal order is poisoning me. Yes.
What do you think this employee just doing her fucking job, walked out, was like, yep, here's your coffee. Sorry, the Egg McMuffin's taking a little longer. And the lady just goes, you know what? You can just keep the Egg McMuffin. And just leaves. And the employee is just like, oh,
Bet.
Okay.
I don't have to walk back out here.
I'm gonna
Bet.
eat that shit.
It's like, wow, free Egg McMuffin. Let's go.
Also, that video starts out in the first 10 seconds. She's like, pull up. I already put my order online. And that's all she had to say to get her point across. But then, you know that, like, because she's doing this to angle for sympathy. She says, I put in my order online because I don't want someone to pay for my things. Shut the fuck up. You put in your order online so you didn't have to talk to many people.
We get it. It's a pandemic.
We all do it.
Makes sense.
I put in my order online as much as I can, and it has never been because I don't want that off chance that someone pays it forward and buys my meal. No, I'm above that.
Listen, I
My
ran
$3
off.
for my fucking Egg McMuffin and my coffee.
So I ran off on a not local burger spot.
And the
burger
rice. You
spot.
forgot about the ricin, Kevin.
Oh,
Yes, gotta have rice in it.
Sorry.
I fucking ran off on a local burger spot because, like, they took a long time to bring my food. They didn't ask me for any payment, so me and Emma just walked out the front door. It was like,
It's a net neutral, honestly. Like,
yep, $30 is mine. But I wasn't like, they're taking a long time. They're poisoning me. Also, shout out the cop, the NYPD, who thought Shake Shack, of all places, was poisoning them.
Pouring bleach in milkshakes.
Every time I get the shits now, I'm gonna accuse someone of bleaching.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Even though that's not what bleach does to you at all. It burns your esophagus. It literally burns your esophagus. But, you know. I had diarrhea after eating a large milkshake, you know.
It must have been.
It was
Imagine being
poison.
the fucking clown that says, I just went to Shake Shack, had a greasy ass burger and a massive milkshake, and I'm shitting myself. It's like the, oh fuck, what's his fucking name? Andre, comedian.
Eric Andre.
Eric Andre. It's like the meme where he like shoots the fucking guy on the couch 20
He
times.
shoots Hannibal.
Yeah, it's like, why
Why
have
did
you
this
done this?
The consequences of my own actions. Why have I done this? Yes.
Listen, he's a cop. It's fine. I understand. He's never faced the consequence in his life.
Wouldn't have to.
This is true.
I mean, failing high
God
school
forbid
is
we
a
call
consequence.
attention to it.
No, they pass high school. They get bullied throughout it. That's why they go and get a gun. But, you know.
I guess I don't want to say the name, but I'm thinking of one particular person from our high school that always wanted to go on to be a cop that didn't have the best time in high school.
Are they
And
a
every
cop?
time, I don't know. I don't have any socials or anything like that, but every time he would talk about wanting to be a cop, my first thought was like, he's gonna kill someone.
Oh,
He's gonna kill
while
someone
we're
for
on
sure.
high school, I had to explain to Emma that our high school did not have like a closed concept,
No,
and she was like, "What are you talking about?" Well, also somebody could have walked the fuck in and just picked us off like fish in a barrel if they came in the right 5 minutes.
Those hallways were just all choke points.
Yeah, like
The fucking
Just a
hallway
thought.
by the ROTC was literally wide enough for one person to walk by at a time.
And
Yeah,
it,
that was
had,
ridiculous.
it had double locking doors on both ends.
And that's where it would have happened, too.
We needed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
oh god damn it!
I mean, is
He's
he wrong?
right. He's right.
It would have been on that side, and then the other side where like the physics classrooms are, right? That's
Yeah.
on the opposite
This
side.
particular
Yeah.
person that I'm referencing
Yeah.
that always wanted to be a cop, also an ROTC person. I know we're all shocked.
Is this the same person that tried to blow up the school?
No.
Do people not have high school experiences like this?
They don't.
No, the best
that's
part
interesting.
about that is the person at our high school that was openly plotting to blow up the school, 2 years later, was just working at a Burger King near the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you guys, I don't know if I've ever told this story to you guys. So I was in that happened when we were freshmen, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So a kid that was friends with him was in my bio class, and somebody had said something about it. You know, because somebody tried to blow up our fucking school.
It's a talking point, yes.
So another kid took off his shirt and threatened to fight somebody over it. And I was like, what is happening right now? Like, why are you mad? He tried to blow up the school. We're just talking about it. Seems like misdirected anger.
Oh my god. Yeah, is that not a normal high school experience for
No.
most people?
No, it's not. No one I've ever else talked to. What's worse is, so they found the bomb-making materials in his locker, but they didn't tell us until the next day.
I mean, what were they gonna do? Just announce over the PA system?
There's a
I mean, they
bomb!
could have sent out an email.
Yeah, there's like
Check
there
my
was no
ed
reason
line.
for us to still be in school like after they found all that. Just like
They
you know what,
sent
just,
an Edline notification.
Oh my god. Bomb threat.
it's
Wait,
like,
so you're
man,
telling me that people who went to high school didn't have their bookkeeper embezzle $200,000 while they were there?
That's another
No, they-
thing. While we were there.
Somebody brought a gun, but not to shoot everybody, but to sell it, and then accidentally just dropped it on the ground in class. That also happened.
I cannot. And people wonder why, why do you not like Mount? There's so many reasons. I never want to step foot in that town again.
Pick a thing I will be mad about it, I promise you. We had prom in the gym, or in the Civic Center.
Didn't move the hoops.
Homecoming in the gym, and then prom in the Civic Center. With no air conditioning for some reason.
Yeah.
And that was $60. We paid $60 to be sweaty.
I don't think I found out I had a locker until the beginning of my junior year.
We had them, but for what?
We had them, but I think there was like a step during the like orientation process where there was a bunch of things you were supposed to do. There was one place where you were supposed to like get your locker number and either buy a lock or like they tell you to go get a lock or whatever. I think I just didn't. But I never like, I just had what was I carrying? Like, what a fucking locker. I just had a backpack with like 2 notebooks in it.
We didn't go to class, let's be honest.
I use my locker every year. I carried my textbooks to every class.
Oh, no, I just brought like a couple loose hanging notebooks that didn't even really
How did we not push Patrick down every day? Like, what?
No,
he was carrying books?
I put stuff in my locker every single year, but like by junior years, like I wasn't needing to use it every single day. It's like here's a bunch of shit I don't need. I'll go in the
Once
locker.
I found out I had it, it became a storage place. For sports after school, I would keep like my clothes that I was going to change into. But then, I mean, we also had a band locker. I guess I didn't store stuff.
And then after junior year, you have a car.
I had a gym locker once I started taking like the volleyball classes and shit, and that's where I would keep stuff. But I can count on one hand the amount of times I used my actual locker.
There was a car that blew up next to my car in the parking lot.
That also happened?
Yeah. It was
It
just
blew
like on
up.
fire. And then as that happened, people were just, because I remember I was like not by that car. Was that our junior year or senior year?
See, that was junior year.
Junior year.
It was in the senior lot though.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that day I had parked in the senior lot. And I just remember like anybody
because we used to park up there.
Anybody that was not parked right next to that car that was on fire, just like got in their car and left. Was like, wow, that sucks.
That's not my problem.
Yeah. My
Hate to fucking see it.
shitty Buick Century was one parking spot over. For some reason, it didn't catch on fire.
Unfortunately.
That's hilarious.
That car
I forgot
made
about
out of
that.
metal.
It might have been, and it was burnt out anyway.
I guess our high school experience was... I mean, I'm sure there are people that have much worse or much more hilarious high school experiences, but I think, on average, most people don't experience
All of those things.
galley high levels of fuckery.
Like, you might get one of those. Well, also, our English teacher in 10th grade cheated on his wife and then married the teacher that was downstairs.
And it all
That
came
also
out,
happened.
It all came out because he got walked in on actively cheating on his wife with another teacher, and then at that point it just went full send. Divorce, lost the kids, got fat, like the whole 9 yards. And they still just both kept teaching at the school.
Yep.
Like 3 classrooms from each other.
She changed her name to his last name!
They got caught fucking in a classroom, and then the school was like, okay.
We're
What are you
our
gonna
hands
do?
are tied. We can't do anything.
Nobody could teach this 10th grade English class. No one in the world.
Who's going to lead our quarterbacks for our 2-10 football team?
He wasn't doing that. I promise you that. He wasn't doing that.
I have no idea what he was a coach, right?
Yeah.
Was he? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
At one point. The football team got good as hell now.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, we left
family-
school and then all of a sudden there's like D1 athletes all over the school.
A family friend is the head coach now. This was I think it was his first year, and they like popped off and had a bunch of people signing D1 offers, and I was like, oh, this must have been nice. Imagine I was or at least 3 of us were at every football game, every single fucking football game, freshman to senior year, and I think I saw a total of 6 wins through 4 years.
It wasn't even that many. It was like 4. It was literally like 4.
Yeah,
No,
we
we
went.
won one every year.
Yeah, it was
then
1-9 every single year.
We had a
No, I think
2-game span where we didn't play the fight song. The song you play after you score.
Or a
time you
touchdown.
score.
We also saw them institute a running clock in a high school football game because we got our ass beat by Fort Pierce so bad. They were up like 75-0 in like the second quarter.
Yes.
I'm glad this episode has turned into O'Galley High
Just shit on,
Target
shit on the
This is our
film
life.
town, yeah.
uh,
But no, like our senior year, we had 4 people signed to go play college sports. Me, right? No, whatever. We'll bleep them all out. But
I don't even
me and 3
know.
other people, and none of us went to like a big school. All of a sudden, we're signing like 10 kids a year to like D1 schools across all sports.
one kid got drafted 8th in the MLB draft.
I went to Japan.
It was our like sophomore or junior year. We had one kid that was like nasty on the football team, and he got a scholarship offer from Georgia Tech, and that scholarship offer fell through. No, he was like gonna be, because like he got a scholarship offer from Georgia Tech, but you just have to meet like baseline requirements. It's not like the same as right. That offer got rescinded because our athletic director neglected to send in some form before the due date, and his offer got pulled. And he ended up going to a D2 school. Our AD's only D1 athlete, probably in his like 6-year tenure, and he couldn't send the fucking form on time for that kid, and
he had no idea where the fuck it was.
Penalized for it. Not our
We
athletic
didn't know what the
director.
form was.
What a shit show! What an absolute
Like Georgia
shit show.
Tech is like, no one from this goddamn school's going there. I can just throw this away.
He thought it was junk mail.
He got one of Kevin's papers too. He's like, I'm throwing this away too.
I mean, good. I'm glad he did. Get that shit out of there. I would have been so fucking bored in school if I went to Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Well, yes and no.
I mean, I would have been in Atlanta, which would have been cool, but I would have been bored. Who would I have hung out with?
The other tech
Some
nerds.
dorks.
Dweebs.
You think I'm a loser now? At least I'm a socialized loser.
That's true. That's fair.
Were you talking to your Roomba earlier?
His Roomba was talking to him.
Yeah, my room is actively trying to ruin my life.
That bitch was
Alright.
pissed.
Well, what an episode.
Wonderful. We talked about basically nothing we wanted to talk about, which is incredible.
I didn't even look at the topics, Doc.
We had
I
fun.
just wanted to talk about fucking Egg McMuffin Cop. That's all I needed to talk about. That
Also,
shit was the wildest fucking video.
Officer
Cole-
McMuffin?
Yes, that's her new nickname. J. Cole is a clown. I will be hearing no other arguments.
All people talk about for J. Cole is like, oh man, his music's so deep. J. Cole outright said, I'm dumb as fucking shit. I haven't read a book in my goddamn life. And people are out here defending him.
Couldn't be
I
me.
think so. There's a problem. I think a lot of the problem with J. Cole for me is like clown behavior, and backing up questionable behavior is doubling down on questionable behavior is never the best move. But for a lot of it is his
You
fucking
don't say.
fans. Where J. Cole openly came out and said he's like, I just rap. And that may not be the best stance, but that's a stance, and he's being honest. But for some reason, everybody that listens to his music takes it as gospel. Like, this is what politics are, and this is how I need to live my life. And it's like, I don't... Why? It goes back to people defending people they don't even know. Like, what? Like, why take it that far? Why can't we just enjoy it? You know?
This man's told you
'cause
who
she's
he
shallow
is.
with the
Just
pussy.
listen to him.
I mean, I won't enjoy it, but they're allowed to.
I
enjoy
heard
it.
that, Patrick. I heard that.
I heard it. I chose to ignore it.
Yeah. Also, the trope of, all right, you're educating me on something that I don't know anything about, but I don't like the way you're presenting it. I don't really like that, and I definitely don't like it coming from J. Cole to No Name. So it's shout out No Name for ever, I guess, now.
No Name is like, J. Cole's like, I need to learn about all this stuff. It's like, No Name is like, I have a fucking book club. Why don't you go read some of the books? It's like, whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Read.
I have this college degree for nothing.
But God,
All right.
fuck
J. Cole.
Fuck J. Cole stands.
Fuck
J. Cole.
Crystalia. Fuck
Yes.
Officer McMuffin.
Fuck the cops.
Big time.
Shout outs Kyrie Irving and Dwight Howard. Big
Yes.
shout out Colin Kaepernick every fucking time.
Yes. Huge shout out Colin Kaepernick.
I'm not trying to steal mixtapes outro. I'm sorry.
Talk to you guys later.
Love you guys.
See ya.
Peace.
Arrest Breonna Taylor's murderers.
That too. Now peace. Oh shit.